Hello there. Before we jump into the actual episode for today, you might be wondering why we've released an episode of Deadpool and Wolverine much after the film's release. So we did actually record this episode much earlier on. We just haven't had the chance to release it yet. And you'll see the same thing with a bunch of other episodes that will be coming out in the next couple of weeks, where we do have a backlog that we built up over time that we just haven't had the opportunity to release. So this is the first of them, and whilst the content in this episode isn't recent, I think it is still very relevant because we did talk about stuff around the MCU, in particular the announcements around Doctor Doom and Robert Downey Jr. playing the role, as well as the future of the MCU in particular. So I think all of that is still pretty relevant, along with obviously our thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine. So hope you enjoy, and make sure you subscribe and leave a comment if you have any opinions on this episode. Hi, Ryan. Welcome to the Cognitive Recalibration podcast. As always, I'm your host, Shravan. We've got Taryn here with us.
Hello.
We're back after a long break. We were overseas for a bit. We're going to record this overseas, but we just didn't end up having a chance. Yeah. Like we wanted to, but
we're pretty busy.
I haven't bought like mics and stuff to do it overseas, but we couldn't do it. In Japan. So
probably didn't have the time to do it in the end.
Yeah. It was also extremely hot. Yeah.
Which doesn't stop us from recording.
No.
I guess.
Yeah,
but,
it doesn't. No. But Deadpool and Wolverine, we watched it. We watched it in Japan.
Toho Cinemas.
Yes, at Toho Cinemas. So it's obviously like everyone's probably seen it by now, but we'll talk about it anyway in terms of our thoughts on the movie, and also talk about the announcements that came out regarding
about
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Nuclear Holocaust.
Oh, which announcements are these?
D23. Yeah.
D23, yes.
Do you know D23 does more announcements than just movies?
They had like
theme park announcements.
They're going to have like a Villain World or something at Disney World.
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom, I think.
Villain World, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to do like a revamp of the cars. We went to Disneyland when we went to Japan in Tokyo, and we enjoyed it. We had a good time. Yeah.
It doesn't have any Marvel stuff though.
No, not the Japan one in particular.
Yeah.
I hear the Japan one, you could probably attest to this because you've been to more than me, but the Japan ones run better than most of the other ones.
I would say so. Yeah. It's much smoother, and like even cost-wise, it's cheaper than most of the other parks.
I was surprised at how good the food was at the Japan one. Yeah.
When we went to Orlando, there wasn't any Marvel. I think they just opened the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. But yeah, there wasn't any other Marvel rides at that time. But Hong Kong has like, they weren't there when we went, but they have a Iron Man ride and some other ride.
They did announce a new Iron Man ride as well. Did you hear about that one?
At Orlando?
I don't know which park it is, but at one of the American parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's meant to be like a Forbidden Journey kind of ride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what the one in Hong Kong's like.
Okay.
I think it's like an indoor
ride. An indoor dark ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they announced a Monsters Inc. ride, which is like
it's not like the one.
It's like a hanging one.
Oh, okay.
Like you're on the doors. It's a roller coaster.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll be cool. Like on the doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that would be cool. We went on that Monsters Inc. ride, but it was different.
That was more like
you
a shooting ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had fun at Disneyland.
It was good. We also went to Universal.
I thought Universal was also fun. I think the Disneyland parks and Universal parks in Japan don't have as many roller coasters as possibly other parks.
Yeah.
But their animatronic stuff was really good at Disneyland.
Yes.
And Universal had some fun roller coasters.
Yeah. I think the theming is probably better at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Like Universal just feels like a amusement park. Like it's got something.
It's just got like roller coasters and then they slap on a property to it.
Pretty much. Yeah. Like even like the Jurassic World or Jurassic Park area, it was like some trees and stuff, but it wasn't really like it didn't feel like when we went to Fantasy Springs, which is a new area in Disney Sea, that felt like you were actually in like Arendelle or where's
The Rapunzel world,
where does she
wherever
live?
that is. I
Yeah,
can't remember. Yeah.
yeah. But
I think if you're like a Disney fan, then it's probably for you.
yeah,
And Disneyland was cheaper, but
way cheaper.
it was, we still had to spend a decent amount of money, I guess,
Yeah,
to
Universal
do
was
everything.
way more expensive though.
Yeah.
Even the food and stuff was way more expensive. Yeah.
I did enjoy Mario World and Harry Potter World in Universal though. Yeah.
Also, the lines were insane in Universal. Like, we managed to get on most of the rides in Disney. I think we only missed a couple.
We only missed Splash Mountain, I think,
Splash Mountain
on the
and
first day.
Tower
And
of Terror.
Tower of Terror. Yeah.
I think those are the main two we missed. But
Yeah.
in Universal, we did miss a few.
We couldn't do the Flight of the Hippogriff because the line was just too long.
We didn't do the Minions ride. We didn't do a couple of the guys did the Demon Slayer
We did do
ride.
Demon Slayer, yeah.
There was some other ones that we missed. But in Disney, we managed to get the fast pass, so you didn't have to pay extra and stuff for Disney as well. So it was good.
Yeah.
That's a short review of theme parks in Japan. But Deadpool and Wolverine, we did watch it in Kyoto. We can
In
talk
English. Yeah.
in English, yes, in English. It did have Japanese subtitles, but in English. We can talk about our thoughts about it, spoiler free, briefly. It's been out for a little while now, so we can probably go into spoilers a bit more quickly than we usually do. I thought it was pretty good. Like, the more I think about it, like, it's been
a month almost.
Yeah, almost a month since we watched it. But I mean, I remember it being funny. In terms of the actual plot itself, like, it's not very memorable. Like, it's just like, I guess Deadpool is not really about the plot anyway, except maybe the first one.
Yeah, even the first one's pretty light on plot in general. Yeah.
So if you like Deadpool comedy, you'll probably really like this one. There's a lot of fourth wall breaking, a lot of references to like everything, literally. So I thought all the comedy stuff was good, but I'd put it in the same. You probably heard that there's a lot of cameos, so that's like one of the things that happens in the movie. I put it on the same level as like a
No Way Home.
Probably a No Way Home. Like, when we first watched No Way Home, I thought it was really good, but then as time's gone by, I think it's okay. I don't think it's amazing.
I think this is probably a No Way Home type movie as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shock when the cameos happen, but yeah, overall it's still really well made. I think if you don't like Ryan Reynolds' humor though, there's no rewatch value on this at all.
Yeah. And it's still R-rated, so they didn't like tone it down or anything because it's in the MCU, so it's still like the same level of gore and swearing and stuff. So it stays true to brand, I guess. And the jokes were like, I think there's like 3 levels of jokes. There's like jokes within the universe, like not fourth wall breaking. Then there's the fourth wall breaking jokes, and then there's like jokes about like studios and stuff. So it's kind of fourth wall, but like outside of the movie universe. So there's a lot of jokes about like 20th century and like DC as well. Yeah, which is similar to
previous ones. Yeah. I think if you don't like Ryan Reynolds though, like if you don't find him funny, then you will not like any part of this movie.
No.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman was really good.
He's good. Yeah. He probably has less to do than he's pretty silent as well compared to Ryan Reynolds throughout the whole movie. But in the parts that he had to do something, he's very good.
Everyone thought that they asked him to come back, but apparently he asked if he could come back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he called Ryan Reynolds, and it was like sometime after COVID, and he's like, have you finished the scripting for Deadpool 3? And they hadn't finished yet. So that's when they wrote him into the movie. So he asked to come back.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe he had bills or something to pay, or like, I think Ryan Reynolds made a joke, like in one of the interviews, he's like, he lost all his money on crypto and he needed to get some money
divorce.
back. Yeah, it could be. Well, there's jokes about his divorce. Yeah, interesting that, because he said that Logan was his last one, but he obviously came back. And then he could still come back.
He could still come back.
Yeah.
I guess it's like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. They could come back.
Except he's like old.
Yeah. Isn't he probably the same age as Tobey Maguire?
No, I think he's older. Isn't Hugh Jackman like in his 50s?
How old's Tobey Maguire?
40s?
Okay.
I
thought he was
feel like he's older.
I thought Tobey Maguire was like 35 when he did those Spider-Man movies.
I think he just looked old, but so Hugh Jackman's 55, and Tobey Maguire is he's 49. Okay.
They're not that
6 years apart.
Yeah.
Maybe because we've just seen Hugh Jackman in a lot more movies.
Tobey Maguire doesn't do movies anymore, basically. Apparently he does poker.
Yeah. Isn't he in some movie? Like there's a character that's based around him.
A Michael Cera character is based around
Molly's
him in Molly's Game. Yeah,
I didn't realize they're 6 years apart, but yeah, I guess he could still do it. But Wolverine is a physically demanding character to keep playing. So whether he wants to still keep in shape for all the stuff he needs to do for the movies, then yeah. Any negatives? I think the story is
the story's a bit,
the villains,
whatever. Yeah,
I was thinking about it. He probably didn't even need the actual main villain because there's like a sub villain who kind of
is the main villain.
Well, yeah, there's like a main villain, and then there's like a sub villain.
So you're talking about the TVA guy doesn't need to be in it. Yeah.
Well, like one of them doesn't need to be in it.
Okay. Yeah.
Like they're both okay, I guess. They didn't do a bad job, but like I think the villain was like whatever. I think the main thing is the cameos. You'll have fun when you watch them the first time, and the comedy. And some of the action's pretty good as well. There's a couple of good action.
Couple of good scenes. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the climax was a bit whatever as well.
Yeah. In terms of the action scene, yeah.
Anything else? Non-spoiler?
No, not really. I think I enjoyed it. Like, I don't really feel like revisiting it at this point. I think it would probably be quite boring to revisit it. But I think it's got good re-watch value in a couple years.
Do you think
it's funny?
Like, better than Deadpool 2?
Is it better than Deadpool 2? I don't know. I think all the Deadpool movies are pretty much like at a pretty similar level.
Yeah.
They're not all, none of them are amazing, I don't think. But
I haven't revisited Deadpool 2 since we watched it in the cinema.
Yeah. Deadpool 2's, it's got its point. It's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty similar to this. They're all kind of, maybe the first one is a slight bit higher, but I think all of them are there or thereabouts in terms of.
The first one's impressive just because it got made.
Yeah. I'm actually not sure if the first one's even that much better than the other two.
It was much lower budget as well than the other two. The first one, because they literally, like, there was a leak, right? And that's why it got made.
Yeah.
This is also the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time.
Yeah, beat Joker.
Yeah. And it's still going, so it's probably not going to be the highest grossing movie of this year.
Because Joker 2's coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the highest R-rated movie again. Is that going to be R-rated?
Pretty sure it is, yeah.
It's a musical as well, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. The highest rated movie so far, highest grossing movie so far.
Animated movie. Is it Despicable Me 3?
No, it's
the Minions, whatever. What is it?
Despicable Me 4, but okay. No, it's not. It's not that. It's Inside Out.
Oh, okay.
Inside Out 2. Despicable Me 4 is also done pretty well, but not as well as this. This is close to $1 billion, which is just insane. We haven't reviewed those movies yet. I've seen both of them. We'll probably talk about them in another episode. Okay, spoilers. It's just the cameos, isn't it?
Yeah. Chris, let's name them and not say anything. Chris Evans, in order.
Okay, in order. Okay,
Chris Evans.
The Sabretooth dude? I don't know his name.
Sabretooth guy. Pyro.
The Toad dude.
Toad guy.
Yeah.
Ant-Man Skull.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all we remember.
Jennifer Garner. Wesley Snipes. Channing
Tatum. X-23. Daphne Keane.
Yeah, that's right, Daphne Keane.
Yeah.
Is that it? I feel like there might be someone else.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on screens. You see Avengers on screens. Blake Lively. Yeah. His kids.
Oh, yeah, his kids. That dog.
Yeah. The dog, the ugly dog.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds playing other Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. Yeah, there's other versions of Deadpool.
Yeah. There's people on screens. You see the Avengers. They're on the screen.
Oh, they're on the screen. Yeah.
That's it. In a movie that was going to be chock full of cameos, it actually doesn't have that many cameos. But the good thing is whenever they do use a cameo, they actually have the character do something. Whereas
there's heaps of people who did voices. So there's Nathan Fillion, the voice of Deadpool.
Oh yeah, at the end there's a lot of Deadpools, and then they're voiced by
Matthew
like a guy from the football team that that Ryan Reynolds owed. He's one of the Deadpools.
Yeah. Matthew McConaughey's Cowboy Pool. Paul Mullen, is that the guy?
That's the guy. That's the football player. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds' stunt double is Canada Pool, and Harry Holland, brother of Tom Holland, is Harold Pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds' stunt double isn't Canada Pool. Ryan Reynolds is Canada Pool. Is it the nice guy Canada Pool with the long hair?
No,
the one that gets shot.
Is that Canada Pool? I thought that was another.
Okay, I thought that was Canada Pool.
Because he's nice.
I'm pretty sure that was Canada Pool.
No, I think that's another Deadpool.
One of the best jokes in this movie comes from that guy, where he's just like, the proposal.
Yeah. There's a fourth wall break.
He tries to do a fourth wall break and he just says the proposal.
Kid Pool is one of his kids. Yeah. The dog's name is Peggy. Apparently, the character is also known as Mary Poppins.
The dog?
Like Dog Pool or Mary Poppins.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's heaps of random.
Oh, Rob Delaney, I guess. I don't know. Oh, John Favreau. I forgot that. He's at the very start.
Oh, yeah. He's at the start. There's kind of like a serious story for a little bit, but then not really.
Not really. It's decent. I wouldn't say I loved it.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of forgettable.
Yeah. Like we've probably forgotten a lot of it.
That's why I was like, oh, should I watch it again? But I'm like,
I just don't think you would enjoy it if you watched it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would be bored.
It's not exactly like if I watch it again, I'll watch it with my wife, and I don't think she'd like it.
But overall, the cameos, I thought the Channing Tatum, Wesley Snipes, and Jennifer Garner and Daphne Keane were all pretty good. Because they actually do stuff. The most
surprising one was Wesley Snipes
or Channing Tatum. Yeah, it was one of those two. Yeah.
I think the one I think it was probably Wesley Snipes because everyone keeps saying they hate each other, but apparently they don't.
Yeah, apparently Ryan Reynolds messaged him and he wanted to do it. He was fine with it.
Because it was in Blade 3 with him?
Blade Trinity, yeah. Chris Evans was also pretty good. I thought his cameo.
But we kind of...
We knew that was
kind of expected that one. And we expected Jennifer Garner.
Daphne Keane was in a trailer, yeah.
Like...
prior to the movie coming out, yeah.
Like hidden or like obvious?
No, she's just in it, yeah.
Like you see her?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's like in it, yeah.
Okay.
So before we saw the movie, we had a quick discussion about who we thought was going to be in it. And one of our friends said, oh, I think Daphne Keane's character is going to be in it. I don't want to say, but at that time I already knew she was in it because she's in the trailer. Yeah.
Well, it kind of makes sense that she would be in it, even though it's not the same.
It's a different Wolverine, but
it's not the same Logan.
It's essentially the same Wolverine.
Also, how did she end up in the
void?
The void, yeah.
Don't know.
Like, there's a lot of stuff like that. Like, once you start looking into the logic of some of this, like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, how did some of these characters end up in the void? Like, the Fox ones kind of make sense because they don't exist anymore, but I guess
she's a Fox character.
But then Deadpool...
But all the cameos are Fox characters, actually.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, except Jon Favreau.
Yeah, I guess it was meant to be like an homage at the end of the movie.
Is this Deadpool from the actual Marvel universe? Like
no, it's a Deadpool from the Fox universe.
Because they have a...
They do like a confusing switch.
Yeah,
where...
isn't it what's the Earth 616?
616, yeah.
Don't they go to Earth 616?
So that's where he meets Jon Favreau.
Yeah. So he's from that universe.
But then they switch to a different Deadpool.
The actual Deadpool that's
in the movie. Yeah.
So the one that's in their universe is still there?
It's still in there, yeah.
Okay.
He's just, yeah.
But now they're in Earth 616.
No, I don't think so.
Wolverine, Deadpool? No. Okay.
Yeah.
So where are they?
I think they're just in another universe. I don't know, actually. Like, because it's pretty unclear, because it says Earth 616 specifically.
Yeah.
But then I think it switches to a different Deadpool. I don't know if that's the Earth 616 Deadpool.
Anyway, it's confusing. They never really make it clear. I thought they go to Earth 616, but...
But that would mean that the whole Fox universe is in Earth 616. Well, or all the Deadpool stories are in Earth 616. which I don't think they are.
Why would they all? Isn't it just that one Deadpool? That one that goes to Jon Favreau?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But the Deadpool you follow in this movie is not that Deadpool.
It's the Fox Deadpool.
It's the Fox Deadpool, yeah.
But isn't the Deadpool in this movie the one that stops being Deadpool?
Yes.
Isn't that the Earth 616 one? Because he stops being Deadpool after he gets rejected from the Avengers. And he just becomes a car salesman?
So it's a different Deadpool than the previous two Deadpools.
I don't
think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because also he goes to the grave of Wolverine and then digs it up from Logan. So it has to be the Fox Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, because because Logan dies in his timeline.
Yeah.
That's why his timeline's collapsing.
Yeah.
Because he's the anchor. Logan's the anchor being.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because they take him to the TVA and say the 616 is the main timeline.
Yeah. So they're going to switch him over to that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Now that makes sense.
Kind of. Not really.
Yeah. Because I don't know. There was still some I still felt like it was the other one, but.
If someone understands it, just tell it to us. But it's not I don't think it matters for the movie. It doesn't matter for...
It doesn't matter for anything. Really.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for anything.
I don't think it'll ever come back. So.
Yeah.
Are they going to do another Deadpool?
I think they will because it's made a lot of money.
Probably. Yeah.
I think Deadpool will definitely show up in some of the upcoming projects. Yeah. I think Deadpool with some more straight-laced characters could be interesting as well. And I wonder how they're going to do that. But yeah, I've always liked the Deadpool character.
Who's left in the Marvel universe that could be like interact with him? That's straight-laced.
Straight-laced?
Yeah.
Well, like everyone's pretty much straight-laced compared to him.
I guess so. Yeah.
What, like Captain America, Falcon?
Like, Falcon, Captain America. Yeah. He wasn't straight-laced until he had to become straight-laced, I guess.
Bucky?
Yeah, Bucky.
I have a feeling that in the background, they're probably working on a Deadpool Spider-Man movie eventually.
I don't know if they'll be able to do that because isn't Spider-Man Sony own now? Like, technically...
But Doctor Strange has been in Spider-Man movies and
like
Robert Downey Jr. has been in it. Yeah.
That's because that was MCU, but I
think they're continuing it.
Have they said that though?
Yeah, it's still going to be Tom Holland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they haven't announced any movies.
They haven't, but I think they're probably in the background working on doing a deal with both Tom Holland and they need to do a deal with Sony again.
Yeah.
To do like a Deadpool Spider-Man. I think that's...
Well, in the comics, they've got heaps of stuff with Deadpool and Spider-Man.
Yeah, or they'll do like a Spider-Man. I can see them doing like a trilogy of like Spider-Man and Deadpool, Spider-Man and Daredevil, Spider-Man and some other bloke.
They've already done Doctor Strange to someone else. Yes. Yeah. Whoever's left. Miss Marvel.
Yeah, something like that.
Everyone hates her, so maybe not.
But yeah, it's decent. I think if you like Deadpool, you'll really like it. If you don't like Deadpool, this isn't the one that's going to change your mind.
No.
Is it Marvel rewriting the ship? Probably not. It's just a decent movie that they've done.
It's not really related to the universe, so I don't think it's going to change anything.
No.
Well, speaking of the universe, so they did announce that Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom at D23. So that was a bit of a shift from Kang. So Kang's binned now. They didn't say it specifically, but I guess
I think Kang has been binned for a while though, because I haven't seen Loki season 2, but don't they pretty much write him out in Loki season 2?
Sort of. Like he could technically come back.
Yeah.
As in like it's open-ended, but
yeah,
it could also be the end of him as well. So yeah, they've got rid of the Kang Dynasty Avengers movie, and it's now called Doomsday. And then Secret Wars is still the second one.
Yeah,
I guess the one it would have been a big announcement if it wasn't for the Robert Downey Jr. announcement. But the Russos are back.
Yeah,
to direct the next two Avengers films. When are they coming out? 27? I think
26/7.
Yeah, which is not that far away.
Yeah. I think they need to probably start shooting them quite soon.
And there's been all the theories about whether Robert Downey Jr. is just like whether it's a variant of Tony Stark or whether it's just a different character. I think they said it was a different character.
I think it's just a different character.
that just looks like him.
Yeah. But the rumor is he will be in the Fantastic Four universe, which is a different universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Fantastic Four is set in the past. Isn't it in the 60s or something?
Yeah. So I assume he will show up in that movie, which comes out next year.
Yeah.
But like probably not in a major capacity, but end credit scene or something. And
apparently that Fantastic Four movie is coming out a week apart from Superman Legacy.
Yeah.
One of them's going to shift, I think.
Probably Fantastic Four, I would say.
Yeah.
I think the better movie is going to be Superman.
It's a big call.
Because it's directed by James Gunn.
True. Like, he hasn't made a bad movie. So, yeah.
And I think Fantastic Four is directed by Matt Shackman or something.
Who did
I don't know who that
WandaVision.
is. Yeah. Oh, he did WandaVision. So, yeah, we'll see.
And it's also had a lot of issues with
delays and
stuff. Yeah.
Rewrites and stuff like that. So, yeah. But I assume Robert Downey Jr. will either be in it for a little bit or like cameo at the end.
Apparently, the main villain is
Galactus.
Yeah, Galactus, which is a big villain to start with, but yeah. I guess
it makes sense if they're going to switch a universe, then maybe Galactus.
So will they come from whatever universe they're into Earth 616?
Probably, yeah. Or we'll see, but something like that may happen.
Yeah. So there's only 2 movies next year, right? There's Captain America and Fantastic Four.
So they only did 3 movies. They showcased 3 movies. They did Captain America, which has Red Hulk, Harrison Ford in it. It looked okay.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, I didn't think
like there's nothing that looks, obviously bad in it, but it's had a lot of reshoots and stuff as well, though.
Yeah. It's OG characters though, so hopefully that is they do it well with Captain America.
Yeah. Bucky's not in it.
No, Bucky's not in it. But
Thunderbolts was the other one, right?
So they did Captain America, Fantastic Four, and Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts, yeah.
I think is it Thunderbolts and Captain America that come out next year? And is it Fantastic Four? No, Fantastic Four definitely comes out next year.
Fantastic Four's next year.
Do all 3 of them come out next year?
Is Thunderbolts later next year, maybe?
I think it may be.
Might be like November. Because next year's 25, so Avengers is 26 then.
I think Thunderbolts does come out next
year. So there's only 3 movies between now and Avengers.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think they're shooting anything else at the moment. Like, there's no Shang-Chi 2. There's no Eternals. Eternals 2 got cancelled, actually. So they're definitely not doing that.
There's no Doctor Strange 3.
Yeah.
There's no... did they bin that Don Cheadle movie?
Armor Wars?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about it. No. They did show Ironheart. So that TV show's coming out.
Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agatha as well.
And Agatha's coming out later this year. Yeah. So they might be the only things that come out before.
And What If Season 3, I think they said as well.
Before they just go straight into a...
Oh, and there's a Spider-Man animated series as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And X-Men.
And Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah. And X-Men 97 Season 2. So there's stuff on TV, but I don't think none of those are really, except maybe Daredevil is related to...
And they showed a Thunderbolts trailer at D23 as well, which people said looks decent. It looks like that guy from Top Gun is Sentry.
Which guy?
What's that guy's name? I think his name's Bob in Top Gun.
Bob?
He's like the guy with the glasses.
That guy. Yeah.
He's one of the pilots.
Yeah.
Not pilots. He's like the...
Not Glenn Powell. Not Glenn Powell.
Not Glenn Powell. No, like he's like the other guy.
The other dude. Yeah. I know the one you're talking about now. Yeah.
It looks like he's going to be Sentry. It's going to be him versus the Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've seen
You've seen the image? Yeah.
And I heard about the announcement. Like, people are saying, I don't know, someone was not happy about it for some reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think initially it was meant to be, what's that guy from Nope? Steven Yeun. Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah. It was going to be him. But then because of like schedule changes and reshoots and stuff, they had to change it to the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that looks decent as well, from what I've heard. Like a Suicide Squad-esque movie.
So who's in it?
So they've got Ghost from Ant-Man 2, Taskmaster from Black Widow.
Yeah.
White Widow, Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
Bucky. Red Guardian.
Yeah.
And is there someone else? I think that may be it. I might be missing one person, but I think that's it. Yeah. But there might be more people added to it once a movie gets released. Yeah. And it's called Thunderbolts Asterix. Like there's an asterisk at the end.
Yeah.
So I think by the end of the movie, they're going to change the name of who they are.
To Avengers.
No, I don't think that's what. I think they could be Dark Avengers. They could be like.
Isn't Dark Avengers like the magical ones?
No, Dark Avengers are the evil ones.
What's the magical Avengers? Or am I thinking of DC?
That's Dark Justice League Dark.
Yeah,
that's like the magical ones.
Yeah,
yeah. There is a like magical Doctor Strange.
Yeah, there's like Doctor Strange and also
like like the guy with the sword, Black Knight, and Blade, and those sort of guys.
And Moon Knight.
Yeah, like those sort of guys.
Yeah.
I can't remember. There is a name for those guys. Yeah.
So any of those things, like the end credit scenes for Doctor Strange, is that ever going to come back? Like
I don't know. Like there's
Charlize Theron's character, and then there's all the like Moon Knight and Black Knight, all that stuff.
I think all these characters will come back in Secret Wars.
Okay.
Like they might not do anything. They'll just be on screen. It's like, oh, there's that guy.
Come through a portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. We missed from the announcements. They've announced another Ultron series. You hear about that? James Spader?
No.
Yeah, apparently they're doing a TV show with Ultron.
Animated?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. With Vision? Oh, no. Did they announce a Vision TV series? Vision Quest or something? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and Ultron's in it.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, probably Vision will get his body back or whatever, or
I don't know how. Well, Ultron's in Vision, right? Or part of
Ultron, like part of Ultron's created Vision. Well, Ultron created the body.
Yeah,
and then the mind is like a mix between Ultron and Jarvis.
I always thought they didn't do Ultron like that well in the movie, so it'll be good to see a good version of him.
The announcements are announcements. We don't know how it's going to turn out until we see the final
My
product.
initial reaction to the RDJ one was,
well, are they just trying to like go back to the status quo and get a safe option? But
yeah, like I felt like that was they could have just got someone else. I don't think if it actually is just another character, then why did they need to get RDJ? They could have, like, there's so many other actors that can do Doctor Doom. So why?
True. But I think there's probably a reason it's RDJ as well.
Because people will watch it if he's in it.
I think that's part of it. And I think if they're going to get RDJ, they will use his face to do something with it.
As in?
Like, Doctor Doom predominantly wears his mask and he's fighting the team. I'm imagining a scenario where they don't see his face until a certain point, and then they knock off his mask and are ready to kill him, but then they realize he's Iron Man. Like his face is Iron Man. Yeah. And then that, for like some of the characters in the universe, that would be a huge problem. So I feel like if they cast RDJ, they will do something like that. Whereas if they cast a random guy, then like he's Doctor Doom, but who could have done Doctor Doom well. But the reason they probably cast RDJ is to do something like that.
They will do something like that because they cast RDJ.
Yeah. Like they don't need to do that.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, we have him. Might as well do something like that. Yeah.
Well, I think they'll be forced to do something like that unless they just completely just don't recognize that he looks like Tony Stark.
Otherwise, it possibly is a waste just casting RDJ to be that character. Unless he's a great Doctor Doom, then maybe not. But
I think he'll be good. But like, I just feel like, why him in particular? Like, he could have been anyone. If it truly is a different character, if it's in some way related to Tony Stark, then fair.
Yeah, like he could be a variant or whatever. Like Tony Stark's like been related to Kang and related to Reed Richards and related to all these sort of people before, so I would be surprised if he's just related to Dr. Doom as well.
But if people want to get in touch with us, how do they go about it?
So you can contact us at cognitiverecalibrationpodcast@gmail.com or cognitive recalibration at all other platforms, social media. Yeah.
So follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We haven't posted much on TikTok lately, but our Black Knight video, it's gone like, for some reason, it went like super viral in the last month. We got like 100,000 views on it.
Who's talking on that one? Is that me? Was that you?
You.
Okay.
It's mostly you. You're talking about
Black Knight, the sword.
The sword, yeah.
Yeah.
The character's probably not going to come back, so
I think he'll be back in Secret Wars.
They also said the adamantium thing is related to that Eternal thing that happened.
Yeah, that's apparently what Captain America's about. I think the 3 properties that are coming up are good properties.
Yeah, I think
they could still mess it up and they could still be bad, but I think they're 3 better properties than some of the stuff we have been getting.
I think out of the 3, maybe Thunderbolts is the one I'm probably most optimistic about.
Yeah.
And then probably Fantastic Four. And then like the Captain America one, I'm still, because they've been making that for ages. They've been making that for like 4 years. That optimistic about it.
Yeah, and the show was bad, which is another reason why we're probably not. I think we're probably blinded by the show a little bit. If it's like the show, it's going to be shit, but hopefully it's not like the show.
All right. Thanks for joining us for this very late review of Deadpool, but if you have seen it, let us know what you thought about it, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.